As soon as I set up the live, right, phone call coming in. All right, 1 second, take a little spin here, guys. Right, orientation of the talk. All right, so greetings, everybody. I'm sorry about the late coming, right? Sorry about the late coming, guys. So we are live. Let me just clean up. Alright, so greetings everybody. I'm sorry about the late coming, right? Sorry about the late coming, guys. So we are. Actually, I was having a bit of problems with the Wi-Fi, so I don't know for sure if it will end up the Wi-Fi will end up dropping and we will lose the live stream, but we keep our fingers crossed. So thanking God once again for life, thanking God for everything, thanking God for another new day, a new opportunity where we could try to do better than we ever did in our lives before. All right, so we want to follow up today with a lot of positivity, a lot of love, and we want to recognize that everything that is inside of us is what the world is going to project back to us. All right, so we want to be at peace, right? We have to get peaceful inside. And once we could attain peace inside of here, that's exactly what people are going to mirror back to us. All right? At first, we might encounter some hostile situations, but generally, generally, everything is going to be coming back to us. So if you're red inside, it's red outside. If you're white inside, it's white outside. If you're black inside, it's black outside. If you're happy inside, it's happy outside. That's how it works, right? And this is what we call your aura, right? So I want to have good high vibrations today, and I want to have a beautiful day, and that's exactly what I am going to have. I am, with the help of God, with the help of you all here this morning in this chat, I am going to bend my reality, right? I am going to be the creator of my reality today. And God has given me all the tools that I need. He gave me this breath of fresh air. He gave me a good positive mindset. He gave me another opportunity today. And I utilizing it. Right? I utilizing it. So giving God thanks and praise. And we moving forward, guys. Now let me find the live stream here. And see if I can engage with all of it. Right. All right. So I find it, man. I find it. Yeah. And the fella talking away there, you know. Alright, so just to get the chat. And I see we have 35 people watching. And I'm hoping that today we could meet some new people, right? Some new people today. Alright, so good morning to Florence, Kalicharan, Katrina. Good morning to Melissa, Jagasa, Becky, and Lawrence. Good morning. I think I saw Michael Sambrano earlier on here, but I'll be dealing with the chat from what is on the screen here right now. So good morning also to all the silent viewers, right? And we have a nice little light here. Kempton, how you going, boy? What about the Mala, boy? Oh gosh. Yes, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you, Kempton. All right, and Kavitaram, good morning. Look, Nadia from Florrie and Nadia, good morning, good morning. Kavitaram, I hear you out already. All right, just in case. Florence Lezama, good morning. You're having your cup of coffee, lovely. And I believe you left some comments on one or two of my videos, so good, thanks for that. If it's you, Dolly Mollet and Rachel, Roger, super what's up, brother? And good morning to your beautiful family. Sandra, good morning. Owen M, good morning. Yes, all is well with me. Francis, good morning. I see you saying to Christopher, Harmony, Becky, Kempton, Kavita. So good morning to Harmony. Good morning, Christopher Bond. Tara, good morning, good morning. I am good. Namala is good. Nice. I'm glad I get the name correctly. Alright, so I have a nice little something here to show you. So, cook a tin of mackerel yesterday. And this cutter, well, I not putting it upside down, right? But this cutter, this cut open this kind of real neat. And I fold this up. I can't tilt it too much, but I fold this up with oil and I make myself a nice long wick here. And if I tell all you something, when I light this, right, it only burn out that amount of oil yesterday. And this actually burned for about 10 hours yesterday, right? The only thing I had to do is after about 6 hours, I had to lift up the lid and pull out the wick a little bit. But nice slow burning. I made another one. I made another one, right? And I will show you what going on with that. Right. So Sharon M, good morning, blessings. Shola Singh, good morning. Good flambeau lampard, yes. And that's just cooking oil, you know, guys. But of course, you could put in your coconut oil, and believe you me, right? It's just that you might feel that you're in a restaurant, right? You might feel you're in a restaurant. Um, you could like if you fry bake, if you want, and you don't really like to use back that oil, that is just bake. I ain't saying that you're gonna fry chicken and throw fried chicken oil inside of there, right? But if you fry something like bake, right, you could definitely take the remnants of that oil and treat it there. Even though if I fry and bake, that oil I keep in that oil. But instead of keeping that oil, now I could take that oil and put it in my lamp, drop one or two drops of peppermint oil in there, and you're good to go. All right, so good morning to Catherine. Catherine Branch is the first time I've seen you, so good morning. Good morning, Leslie. Way! All right, so I think that's a new person. Cheryl Wilson, my dear, how you going? Nice. Welcome to the chat. Morning to all the beautiful people. Let me put the radio voice. So good morning to all the beautiful people in Grenada, and we welcome you. Cheryl Wilson, how you doing? What's the weather like in Grenada this morning? All right, so let me show you our next thing that I did here. All right, so this is a gift paper bag that I got. Right, I don't really have much arts and crafts material down here. Right, I don't have any paintbrush, I don't have any acrylic paint, and I wanted this to look kind of nice. So all you gonna laugh because when I dismantle this, all you going to laugh, right? All you going to laugh and say, boy, this bag really is something else, you know. So this is just a gift bag that I cut open and I wrap it around it. I don't have any glue sticks or anything, so I just put a rubber band around it, right? But let me see what is the contents of this. So this is indeed a candle, right? But I will show you how I went about wicking this, right? So there's a card inside of there, right? So we're going to take this apart here this morning, right? We're taking this apart. Yes, citronella oil, yeah, we could try that too, right? And now to do the reveal of what is inside of here. Alright, and there it is, guys. I don't know if all you can see what is inside of there. Alright. Let me see if all you can make out what's inside of there. Hey, Gail Baptiste, Kadisha, how you going, Gail? Good morning. Nice to see you on the live stream. Hashtag correct. Nice, Gail Baptiste. Yes, it's a long time I see you, Kadisha, Gail. Alright, so let me dismantle this a little further. Right? So before I get my hands all oily up, let me explain to all this something. They say that this is help. Right? They say this is help. I fill this up halfway with salt. Right? And then I pour oil inside of here. Right? Now, I just had the wick going down, but I was running into a problem. the wick was, sometimes it was sinking, right? Sometimes the wick was sinking, and therefore the candle obviously will out. Another thing that was happening too is you just need something to really kind of stop that flame from going down too fast. And that's where this stud can come in. So what I did is I took a drill bit, right? And I drill a hole here. And we're going to pull this out here. So there is the wick. So the wick goes through the bottom there. And what this does is it prevents the flame from going down too far. So there's still some oil inside of here. But of course we had to wick it. And another thing I want to do is put a nut on top here. Because like right now I had to push my hand from underneath here. So what I want to do is take like a little nut or a little washer and pull the wick through. So I don't have to lift this can out. I could just hold that and pull it up. And that way the wick will get longer, right? Sandra Mohammed, good morning. Anthony Bash, good morning. Baldio Singh Baptiste. Oh shucks, I thought he was commenting that today. Alright, so I don't know if this one will still light, but it still have enough oil inside of it. But this is so beautiful. Now, this wick is extremely fat. So therefore, if you have to face the compromise. You have to face the compromise. If you want a nice big flame, well then you need a big wick. But it means to say that it's going to bring more oil, right? So sometimes I'm feeling to see a nice flame, and then sometimes just a nice light thing. So that's why I went this way with a small wick that could remain lighting for a long, long time, right? And Patricia, good morning, good morning. I will tell all you something, eh? Ramratan, how you going, brother? I will tell all you something. It is really, really a nice, relaxing thing. It's a nice, relaxing thing, you know, to have your room dark out sometimes, and you just light a little candle or so. Now, to be honest with you, I honestly find that candles are a little kind of expensive to be buying. So this is a way I wanted to have a little candle light, and I was able to do this because I had all these things. I had salt, I had oil, yeah. So there we go. It's supposed to still have enough oil, and since Sunday I'm burning this. So I'm going to turn the lights down, right? And let me light up this and see how it look. And then I have some pieces of wood here this morning, right? I have some pieces of wood here this morning, and my idea is that, hey, you know, I like to burn my incense, but I don't like incense ashes all around. Of course, if I was in a workshop, I would be able to do something real nice, but I want to be able to show you that, hey, with a little bit of imagination, we bound to come up with something. I will show you something else that I did, and it worked like a charm, right? It worked like a charm. So, boy, sometimes it'll just be nice to, you take a little time and, you know, occupy your day with nice things that could keep you mindful, right? Betty Jagan, good morning. Yes, and you know, guys, I posted up a message that Pomerak sent to me, and she says thank you so much to everybody. It meant a lot to her, and it gave her, right? It gave her the hope, right? And the courage and the strength, and she's out of ICU in a normal ward now. So blessings, 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 blessings. Right? So let me take off this light, and let me see how these candles look. What is it? Take off the lights. Right? We'll put it back on. We just doing this for demonstration purposes. Right? So let me put back my nice. Let me put back my nice paper already. Let me put back on my nice paper. Hide up the start candy. Right? Oh gosh. You see the man like Martha Stewart. What's the lady named Martha Stewart? Watch thing now, watch thing. Here what I do, eh? You see this? I think this piece are coded. Too so mad. Watch how nice boy looking there now, man. Gilem, good morning. Yes, so what let's say, let me now of course when this let's say meet up the can here, but when this up like that, you ain't seeing that, you know. You ain't seeing that at all. Right? So let me light up my nice pretty thing here. Like you're trying to seduce me or Francis, you're real light thing, you know. Turn the lights down. Oh. Nice. Oh gosh. Hey, so we're going guys. We're going. Let me see how this thing going to walk here this morning. All ready for the light? Yeah? All you feeling happy? All who feeling kind of happy say yeah? Jackie John, good morning. All who feeling happy, give me a thumbs up. All who feeling happy and full of love, send me some love. And then we gonna light up this. Yeah, nice. All you want to see this thing light up? Eh? Say yeah. Yeah, man. Oh gosh, that's enough love for me. That is enough love. Let me go. Alright, so guys. Phone call just now from inside. Oh my gosh. So there you have candle number 1. Right? And see how nice and big that flame is? Hey, Dad. Hello? Do me a favor now, please. I didn't say in the first part, Ram trying to call me. Who? Ram. Ram. Just call him and see what's going on for me now. Who's Ram? I don't know. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Right? No, doesn't matter. Right. So, here what's going on. See over there? This is where I like to put this. So I kind of change up my room a little bit. I really wanted it to feel nice and light, you know? Yeah. And this is what I was telling all you know. Right? Remember on top all they had the real stuff on it. And this is one of the things that I was explaining to all you. That how you feeling inside eventually is how. Look, boy, why you don't shut your mouth? Boy. That man can really talk, you know? Yeah. You know, how you feel inside is how the outside got started being, you know? And sometimes you have to look at the next way too, right? Which is sometimes even if you ain't feeling too good inside, plenty love from Sealants. Hey! Big up to the Sealants crew, man. So we give Kathleen energies and work. And good morning to all the people wherever you're working. Tell them that I have a fella on TV right now and he said that he love all of them, right? Tell the people in Sealants too that I have a fella by the name of Sana and he send love to the whole of Sealants, right? I don't know, well I know Cheesy's, remember Cheesy's the parlor in the back of Sealants there? Well I know he passed away, but I used to lime in the back in Sealants, you know, Kathleen. I used to go buy Cheesy's and lime. Yeah. Sherlan Emmons, good morning, my brother. Blessings, man. Your face looking real familiar, boy. Your face looking real familiar, partner. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But then sometimes I just happen to see somebody and, you know, I might have even see you before, you know. Yeah, so. Oh gosh. Yes, man, loving it. So we gonna light up our next. Candle here, right? You need to see me in private.
No, not really.
Eh.
It's just a pump that wanted to inquire about it. Maybe I'll have some little pump.
A pump.
Yeah, some little kind of pump. I don't know.
Eh.
I know.
But what they want access to a pump?
Yeah, some pump if you still have it. So some little pump.
Yes, tell them I have it still.
Yeah.
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 No, up home.
Okay, good.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was now show them my candles and thing here, boy, daddy.
Yeah.
Well, they look the man himself, you know. Come on, sit down a second.
Well, nah, I was sitting right there, man.
No, well, I can't sit down there because I want to. I get to make up my bed, you know. That's why I want to handle it so.
People know you don't make a bed, boy. What are you worried about?
Hey, I buy something nice here, boy. You want to try a piece?
And you have something inside too?
No, will I bring that for mommy?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
I wasn't expecting you back so fast, you know.
There we go. Too good, man.
Right, so I buy something there for mommy, but I will share this with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so I went by my partner Dean's, and the man had shatine this morning.
Oh gosh.
So I say, well, boy, long time he eat a shatine. So I tell your wife to hook him up, and I bring him a pizza.
Everybody. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. I should not really give him a little chance.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
So
okay.
I come in, let me go and get a nice cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and we go share the coffee.
Oh, gee whiz.
And we go eat this, right?
Okay.
Right. Careful,
Rubber
that.
bands, huh?
This
Rubber bands?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That if that can fall on is oil.
Oh, gee whiz. No, we don't want that.
Yeah. So you could look at the screen there, Daddy.
Yeah, don't be long, please.
No.
Mama Lou is fine. She's just still relaxing in bed a bit.
Yeah. I coming out.
Okay.
You see the screen, good?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Good morning, Patricia, Sandrax, Z Natural, Gail. Mama Lou is taking the final bit of the morning there. Still in bed. So what are you people up to today? What's it like? Lots of traffic out there, actually. I just drove down into Chinchin, Madras Road, Chinchin, and came back up the same way. Very nice weather out there, cool, but lots of traffic. I feel it for those who come in from far, like Mayaro, San Grande, Plumiton, all these places. And now I guess they're using part of the new highway. So they're getting on here quickly. That is Twin City area. But it's a push to get into Border Speed. Going south is not too bad because that little extra work they did on Chibolas there helps. Coming up on an evening, it also helps. But when you get further down, like Claxton Bay, Macaulay, into they need to do something at that Gasparilla turn off the. I think the people are really suffering because you make a complete right turn if you come off the highway under the bridge. To get into Gasparilla is pretty tough. So that's all I'm telling you at this moment. Yeah. I like the community, how it shares all this love, you know, and people interact. Yes, Dolly, Lord God bless those who do that traffic daily. Yeah. It's nice to be retired and home and perhaps have a double over there and have a one-man bake, a coffee, do some reading in the front porch, a little yard cleaning. Yeah, retirement is wonderful. But to be retired and enjoying it is something else. You know, you can't be retired and moaning that I should have been doing something extraordinary. No. Yes, I do feel a little tired, really. My eyes are a little stressed. I guess it shows in the eyes, you know.
Huh?
Not you, Sana.
No, I want you to say something that I have here.
Kavita and Anu. Long time no see, long time no hear.
We're not making us come out in the also.
Sandra from Toronto. Good day to you.
Yeah, man.
So what do you have here now?
But you say 50-50.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Thank you.
so here what we done. You get, since you get that 50 day,
Yeah.
right? You get, we will go 75-25 on that.
I'm happy with this, you know.
But I want to see you shall
Let me leave this alone then for the hour.
Well, it's up to you.
Right. And what are you doing with this?
But you should eat that while it's still a little warm.
Okay, I will try. But then,
Yeah.
And then give me
Get
a
a
little
little bite,
pinch of this.
You go get that. You get your pinch, man. Alright, so. Hey, look, Ken Alfred, boy, daddy, boy. Ken Alfred and Marcy, good morning, good morning.
Yes. Yeah, my eyes are 20/20 to read that screen.
What screen?
Glasses. That's
You-
right.
You reading what, the TV screen or the phone screen?
I'm reading the TV screen.
What? Hey, and I want to say good morning to Jen. And Jen, happy belated birthday to your son Darian, the 25th. Right? As you can see, I didn't do any videos, I didn't do any live stream, guys. This weekend was just restful. I really had a fantastic weekend. Right? So happy belated birthday to your son. Persis, good morning. Did I tell you good morning? I see Tara sending love there to Anup and Kavita, so I don't know if they're on.
Yeah, they're on.
They're on.
Yeah, they're
good morning, Anup. Good morning, Kavita. That is from a partner, Dean.
Okay. Boy, I'll tell you something, boy. Double sells like hot bread over here, you know. All the way back from Chin Chin, all the way along Madras Road, all the way into St. Helena, up into Piaco, doubles.
Yeah.
People are just happy with doubles.
Yeah. Zaleka, Z Natural Ways, good morning. She say, hey, Papa Lance only here in that brown bag on the side here, you know. We go dig into that. Hey, look, my girl Candy Ali, good morning. I'm so happy I catch a little live stream here. And Virgin Paradise, good morning. Nice. Tracy Sinarine, good morning. Well, we appreciate you taking a little time out. Hope all is well with you, my cousin, your children. It's the cheapest stuff and listen, all you really need is this one, Yeah. It's only if I really meet one of my favorite doubles men.
I look for
I
look for the guy in St. Helena.
You ain't see him?
But
He
then
was a little early this morning.
Really?
Like Sleepy and Sons.
was he still sleeping in?
Yeah. I like how we keep the father name on the box here because the father passed away now. You know? But everybody know that it's Sleepy and Sons. Doubles business is the best business to open and employ for
But everybody can't make doubles, Anna.
Nah,
Tasty
boy.
doubles.
Nah.
Doubles like is a specialist thing, but
I think if I try that, I will feel so bad,
well, you could try.
Yeah. But Lalita, good morning. Shola sings his egg ball, chicken ball, and fish ball is at Guy's breakfast and street food. Yes, I had this thing called fish ball already, but I had it in Antigua. It's a very popular Antigua food to Shola. Shola is from Guyana, so good morning to all the people from beautiful Guyana that is locked on. Alright? And please tell people about this channel, Shola. I'll really appreciate it.
There are no napkins anyway.
You see this cloth? There's a pillowcase. Right? And I had this pillowcase to wipe up my oil and things. So you go ahead and you wipe your hand with that when you're ready. And I'll get some water to wash your hand too. Yeah, man.
Look, Dolly said it must have the cucumbers and pepper sauce.
I could picture Dolly selling doubles.
Somebody said they hate sweet sauce in doubles.
Yeah. I like hey, look, Mordecai, my brethren, boy.
Who?
Blessings, brother, blessings, greetings, man.
Who's this?
Mordecai.
Okay.
Yeah. Mordecai is a supporter, man. Big supporter. And the movement, man.
And Rian Ramnath is also a good supporter, right?
Alright, and I see Jensen out, a lot of greetings there. Marilyn Bobal, good morning. Papa Lance? I like how you're just quiet there now, man.
I might be more than the plastic bag. It's true.
You might do the plastic bag, too? What? Yes, make sure and like the chat. And hey, look at Gil Alana Mohammed, man. Good morning. That is Sidoni.
Okay.
The money product. Right?
Is she?
Yes. She the chat here, man.
Very good. I think the video is doing pretty good,
Yes.
Mordecai.
You know, it was such a pleasure really meeting Alana Andy, because when I came outside, I said, Bobby, I know her husband. Yeah, so it was a real surprise.
Oh, this plant, she's talking about this plant?
Yes, that's a
one
real
here?
good plant. Yeah. Locally, they call that lash.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Hey, look at Alicia Mohammed from St. Joseph. Good morning to you. And Jasper the Macaw. And BS, big up to the 70 people. And guys, remember to hit that like button. And we will start to see people coming in from all over the world. We're waiting to see if we could see somebody from outside this morning. Bisham Ramnath, good morning, blessings.
Sarah, did you read Dolly's thing? Did anyone know the original dollars from UDC grinded into a flour?
That's how I know that was. Well, boy, I didn't know that at all. I got young person now. I really young, you know. I only 25, you know.
You see that flowing? Gun job burns.
Kudos, oh gosh. You see how fast it's going? Elsie Lacan, good morning, blessings. Kavita and Upsala, how is the garden doing in this weather? Well, to be honest with you, I have not been up in that garden for the last 4 days. I had intentions of going this morning, and as I jump on the YBR, rain. You know what's it raining? Wet garden is not a nice thing to go in at all. Yeah. Oh, so this is Kavita, nice. Ramratan said, Dolly, that's the best doubles. Ramratan? That was originally from. I never even hear that name. How do you pronounce that?
Well, I think
Udri flower.
Or is it Urdi? I don't know. You gotta go back and see what she said at first.
Yeah. Well, you can't pull back here. Christine Collymore, good morning, blessings. And it's the first time I've seen Christine on this chat here.
Okay.
You know Christine?
Katrina, is her husband related to us, I wonder?
Yeah, I'll find out. It's, good morning, Ashik. I see everybody saying good morning to Ashik, so I missed that one. And welcome to the live stream again. Lasana, I buy some catch yesterday, boy. I get a 5 pound. How much, if you don't mind me asking, how much you pay for that, boy? That is a real expensive thing, you know.
Yeah, you can say you can do it doubles, boy.
Oh gosh, boy, Ken, boy. Monsieur, my good morning. Big apple in the house, man. Can I feel in the day for you, boy?
Confidence is what? I came.
I don't know. I'm from Erin. Yeah, so that is the Batista. So he wondering if that Batiste might be related to him. $35 a pound. Wow. Yes, but watch when you really like something, you will pay the price for it. You know what that he's talking about?
Yeah,
that's the little thing that is being growing.
Remember?
Yes. Hey, good morning, Carol B. How you going? And welcome this morning, man. It's a nice morning. Jackie, good morning, welcome. Yes, guys, hit the like button. Remember, if you're on your TV, just hit the up button, and you'll get the option to thumbs up, right? So, Daddy, her husband is from Rancho. That's before
Yeah.
I think Rancho is between Santa Flora and
Rancho. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beyond Santa Flora.
Last week,
You
a
have
man was
one
selling
or
that for
Rancho.
$80 a pound. I said, nah, boy. Barrage, good morning. Yes, so Olive, we really happy to know that Comorac is out of ICU, still in the hospital, but I mean coming out of ICU is, I will say, a big deal, eh?
Of course.
A big deal. No, not cashews. Something called cachu. Right? That is the little thing I was describing to Ollie Dolly. It looks like an anthurium flower. It is actually in the Caladium family, right? Yeah, man.
Well, Sana, I leave you now. I need to go and see what Mama is up to.
Yeah, hey, let me get a piece of this thing before you go. This is shotgun, but
You still in bed, eh?
yeah.
Okay. This wipe remote is. What is it? Is it there?
Man, that's the thing there, man.
Sana, let's have pinch, please. Because I already know.
Well, listen, I will do better than that. Why? Alright, so look here, guys. Shatine, aka Skyduck. Right? We go and mash it that day. And Papa Lance give you a real good bite day.
What?
Do not eat processed meats and sauces. Always eat fresh meat and chicken. Use fresh spices. Good for health. Amen, amen, amen. Glory and rich. Is that comment I read? You know?
Yeah.
You thought I was to stand up to say that?
I said, well, you're a prophet. You're some kind of prophet. What's it supposed to be? What's it supposed to be?
Shatine.
I love Shatine, man.
Yeah.
I've never seen it like this.
I don't know what a professional eat. Give me a professional by there.
Okay, something small, right?
No.
They always say take small bites, you know.
Well, you can take a couple small bites.
The one is good.
Yeah. I see you see a second grace there. Every time you go eat something new, you see our next grace? Good, very good. And look, we are Anup in also, Kavita in on the chat, Anup is in on the chat. And yes, for Papa Lance.
It isn't good, but something missing.
Something missing?
Yeah.
What, some pepper?
It has a tinge of pepper.
But maybe that's a tips of salt.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, it's either always pepper or salt missing, you know?
Yeah, I think it is.
So it probably...
Salt, yeah. Not that I need salt, huh?
Right.
But for, taste-wise.
No. Shatine inside and the bake is the actual. Not shatine bake. Right? Shatine inside of the beak. Well, Elsie girl, I don't mind if my children like shatine because I love shatine. Take some on, man.
Okay.
Take one more bite now, man. All right.
Thank you very much.
Well, no problem.
The only complaint I have,
It's a little tip of salt.
apart from that, you promised me coffee and you didn't bring.
No, I tell you, we go and share it.
Uh-huh.
So, look at it. Ah, yeah. Nice one thing.
My apologies.
Nice one thing.
I apologize.
And listen, I could pull back the clip. We are saying it's one cup of coffee I'm going to make.
I remember you said that. But
Right.
You were so casually
enjoying
it. I figured you drank all.
No, well, what happened? You're eating the doubles. It had no way. You could eat that doubles and drink that coffee at the same time.
You're a connoisseur, way.
I like how you put that kid off to the plantation, man.
Oh, boy.
Which is work.
Yeah.
I love this boy.
Thank you. This is remarkable. Sound okay?
To be a, no, you're gonna have the rest of the coffee, you know. Yeah, I had my share.
Oh, you had napkins here, man?
Yeah, man.
Okay, fellas.
Well, thanks for joining me. I'm surprised you reached back so fast, eh?
Yes. Very good.
That was real, boss. The natural way. Everything that you just eat home now, you're getting it outside there.
So shall I need plenty coconut milk?
Yeah, man.
Do you think there's coconut milk in that?
They have in it.
You taste coconut milk?
You want to taste it again?
No, I'm good, thanks. Thank you, well, thank you very
But
much.
you know, when people cooking these things, right? They may not put the amount of coconut milk like what you put home.
Right.
Because you run the risk of things spoiling and that kind of thing.
Okay, fair enough.
So, you know?
Yeah. That makes sense. Excuse me?
Because coconut milk is a thing that will spoil food fast, eh?
Yes. You find sweet peppers too?
Oh, yeah.
If left overnight, eh? Sweet pepper. Hey, that looks really good, boy. Did you show the folks out there?
Nah, not yet.
No, that looks real good, boy. And I like where that guy is nestled under that tree there.
Oh, yeah. He watched me when I sleep in there right through, you know. What?
He must need some coffee, boy.
Nobody can come around there with he have a little shotgun in the hand there, you know. That is Doom's Hill in the back.
Doom's Hill.
In the back of him, you know.
Yeah, right, man.
So here what we're gonna cook today. I buy some cassava. Guys, only look out for this video, eh? I buy some cassava. We're going to whatever meat it have, whether it's chicken, whatever. Curry stew. And cassava, that is it. Good food. I just had to ask Mama to help them peel cassava. That is one thing I like to peel at all.
Since you end up by me retired.
Crystal Rampasad, good morning.
All the best to all those who have to go to work today. It's one of the things that hard for a Trini, you know.
Yeah, boy.
They get up and go to school, they get up and go to work. And it's a tough thing.
Mira, good morning.
What's that?
Sapodilla for you.
Thank you, darling. Thank you very much. I was coming to look for you, man.
Thank you very much, Mommy. What? Share it in 50-50? All right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, man. Thanks for me.
Yeah, I just want one piece. Thanks.
Mira, girl, you actually crossed my mind and said I had to give Mira a little call. I hope everything good with you.
Sapodilla.
Yeah, Mama, do this ducking quickly, Francis, girl. Ole, I just showed you this last bite here. Boy, I love it. Lance, you must come and join me more in here with this man.
Yeah, Mama Lou just darted in Lasana said, and out she went again. And look, well, coffee. You want to get a cup of coffee?
Nah. You make what is it called it when you get somebody something and you take it back?
That's a one.
A kata boil or something like that thing.
Yes,
So,
something, cat of oil.
Francis, I will share certain things with you. But I ain't sharing that chattel and that roti. I ain't sharing that boy. Yes, I. That was a nice. We're looking for the party.
Oh, I look at me back with the garbage.
Yeah, boy. Good day, you know.
You should try this at time. I mean,
So it's half past 8.
let me put this here.
So all it just give me a minute, I go and as daddy going in front, I'm going to give him the cassava to put in the kitchen. Right? So all I want to make a cup of coffee, I'm coming back. The live stream has some more time to go. So what I will do is I put my charger, boy.
I have no idea.
I get my charger because it's going out. Oh, right there, man.
Okay, fellas, take your time today. Remember, it's wet out there. Be careful. Nice being with you all.
Ole, Papa Lance. Behave on yourself.
Thanks, Al. Thanks.
Yeah, man, no problem. You can come back in. Oh, let me give you anything, Daddy.
Hold on.
Because Sava.
Wait, is the bag here?
Let me see.
A black bag?
It's heavy. Alright, so give me a minute, guys. Nice. Like the studio there. Over there is not the studio. I put my keys, right? fried beef and saltfish and a cool shandy sorrel. Look at that. That's something like a Indian Christmas breakfast kind of thing, boy. Fried beef and saltfish and wash it down with a shandy sorrel. That sounds good. Real boss. What hard to try that way? Bacon, saltfish, and a cold shandy sorrel. Try that for sure. Yes. Let's kind of organize up here a little bit. Because while I do this, like, so I know all the cooking and doing all they have to do, and I my working get done, you know. They just want me to sit down and talk, whole time, so. Make my room look nice. So my room nice. So it in, so it out. I don't know how all them pillowcases keep coming off of the pillow, so you know. I just be fighting in my sleep. Rishma, good morning. Blessings. Yes, Leslie, you. Good day at work, eh? You know, the best way to really do housework is just to keep putting back things in its place, you know. That's why I find. The plant next to the chair, that is this one. I know that as something they call lash, but it's my next name for it. They're very easy to grow, you know. You just cut the leaf and you stick it in some dirt and that is grow. That's a real easy plant to yeah, it have that. They call this a snake plant also. And these could take real bad treatment. Cherry Ann, good morning. Sharina, Grand Rising, blessings. Snake plant, right? And these is real. Like if you're watching a lot of videos and thing, this is like real good energy, yeah? Good to purify your place. Nah, it is only look sharp, but that don't have sharp or prickly edges. So I more or less kind of a little bit. I'm not really talking about no mother-in-law tongue. I hear people call it that too. I'm not really talking about any particular topic here or anything. I just, enjoying doing this live stream. Yeah. So I ain't talking about no particular topic. Just a nice, light and easy morning, right? So I want to say good morning to Sandra. Yeah. I just doing me. I relaxing. Today, where boy? Okay, over there. I'm a little notebook. I want to make a little notes. I was studying a particular topic, and I gathered up some notes already. But it have one thing in particular that really stand out to me, and I will read it for you before I start. Thank you, Cherryad. Yes, you enjoy your day also. So I came across, I wonder if it's in this notebook. Ah, only that was so profound what I read yesterday, right? The three S's, boy. Make it four S's. After the shower, take a sleep. You can make it five, but don't say it, right? My glasses right here, man. My glasses are them right here, right? And as I pick up these glasses, I want to say a special shout out to Rosemary, Allison, Emma, and Rosemary, Allison, Emma. It have somebody else. It's four sisters. And June. Alright? A special good morning to y'all. Alright? I have been meaning to reach out to all of you for quite some time now. Right? And thank you very much. So, let me light up this thing here. Right? And that will remain burning for the whole day. Now, I went and pick up some scraps of wood this morning here, right? I have a flat piece of wood, and I don't have a saw down here. I don't even have a hacksaw. So I just break these pieces, and it's just a concept where your ashes, it actually have nice boxes, like if you like to burn your incense, have nice boxes you can put this into, right? But I feel kind of art and crafty, and all I have to really attach these is some rubber bands, right? I don't even have any wood glue. I don't have no Evo stick. And yeah, so I don't really like seeing ashes on the ground when I burn my incense. So some people might use a clim pan, right? But ashes will always be falling out of it still. So let me show you what I do Saturday. But of course, sometimes the paper might get touched, right? So one of the things you could do is I find a long bottle, and once again, this is a gift paper bag, right? And all I basically do is just light the incense, stick it in here, right? And of course, make sure that it's straight and upright. Yeah. And that's what make it a little tricky, right? And I just put this here, make sure that it didn't touch the paper, and that way all the ashes falling into this bottle, right? But I passed by the woodwork shop today, and I see flour and water here, real good glue. So I just had these pieces of wood, I picked them up, and I say, right, I will do some kind of madness here today. But of course, I could always go up by Linden Workshop and make something nice, right? But I just want to see if I like the concept. And another thing I could do is get a nice long bamboo joint, cut off the ends nice and square, split the bamboo down in half, right? and just drill a little hole where the joint is, and just stick my incense, and that's a perfect thing, right? When is the last time I see a the last time I see a clip pad is when in the grocery boy. Yeah, I just stick it in the bamboo joint, and this go work good, right? Or get a nice tall bamboo joint, put a little something at the bottom, or get like a stone or something, drill a hole, and just hold the incense and drop it in, and we good to go. But I just looking for I just looking for something to occupy my hand here, and it's a good prop. You know, it's always good when you're doing a little YouTube live if you have a little prop, right? So remember, I ain't had nobody here with me. Lancy gone back inside, so yeah, I could keep all you having something to look at, right? So we going and see what we could put together here. We just have these little rubber bands. Yeah. So I just fiddling around here, right? I just fiddling around. Yeah. But one of the things I'm sorry about is that this piece of wood that I pick up is a little kind of short, right? So we gonna make some kind of adjustments for that. Hey, Maria Mahadio, good morning. Alright, so of course it ain't going to come out neat because the edges thing, right? But it's just the idea we coming up with for now, right? Hey, Sita, how you going? Alright, so the first thing I feel I will do, alright. So what I could do in the meanwhile is, since it's too short, if I stick this block of wood here and I put this like this, right? You see what happening, right? So what I will do is I will just pull the incense back a bit, and first things first, let me organize and let me get a rubber band around this and this. So just simple things, right? Simple thing, guys. Right, so that the first part. That the first part, right, guys? Right. Now, I don't particularly like how this pointing downward there. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this stone and just angle it up like that. Right? So ideally, this piece of wood here should have been a little longer. Right? Right. So now we want to kind of create a little a little channel here. Right, so that was a method. That was a method to the madness. Right, and that yes, straight up in the air is best. You'll get a nice slower burn too. Yeah, so Francis, how you going? And this smells amazing. This one is actually made from pine needles. So it's smelling really, really, really nice. Anybody here from Candy Cane? Who's Candy Cane? Candy Cane? I know our Candice came on last week. I didn't have Candice from way back, but Candy Cane, you have me there, Jen. Yeah. Yeah, so that is going to definitely work for me there, guys. Definitely. I love incense too. Yeah, it's give a real it make me feel real peaceful. Yeah. So definitely when I go up by London sometime, once you have the workshop set up, I'm gonna make a nice box. Because I know this concept is gonna work. This is not no original idea. It might be original how I put this together here this morning, but the concept remains the same, right? Yeah. So no Candy Cane is Candice Sana. Okay, okay. Well, Jen, I haven't seen Candice on this live stream here for the longest time, and I am really in contact with anybody, so I can't. I I have no information. Yes, but I hope all is well with her. Yeah, I find these things is a real high quality paper. You know, like sometimes you're wondering what to do with all these gift bags, and maybe is one of the things you could do is if you have kids or you know people, if you don't want to recycle the bags in terms of giving somebody a gift in it or that kind of thing, you could just take a scissors and cut off the two flat sides and give it to kids. I know for sure my girls will definitely do something with this if they had it. You know? And it is look it is look real nice. It is look real nice, like, you know. So you see what I'm telling you? It get a little in here. But you could use these things as liners, you know, or just like how I wrap up around that glass there. You could take these things and do quite a lot of creative things with them. good morning. Alright, so Jen, you get your answer there. Sandra says, Jen, she's doing great. So we're glad to hear that. Yes, you can make bookmarks with them. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you just cut this, and maybe if you could get like something like a white marker or something, and put some little or your favorite quotes on it. Good little things you could do with these things. You know? Yeah, plus I just listen, I in one of them I in one of them kind of moods where I just really I had such a peaceful, quiet weekend. Peaceful, quiet weekend. I really, really enjoyed my weekend. I was busy trying to make, all these little oil lamps, right? This thing for the incense. I had real fun. Faz, good morning, good morning. Rose, did I say good morning to you? Good morning. Yeah. You could even wrap up, right? You could, something? Let me not talk it. Let me just do it. Let me just do it. So I have a little incense burner here. I like how it come out. I like how it come out. And you see it working effective already. Right? It working effectively already. Right, so here what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our scissors and we're gonna take a piece of this paper here, since we wouldn't be using this again, and we're going to recycle. Nikki Lane, good morning. Blessings. Blessings, blessings. Alright, so here what then? We have this snake plant here, and we're going to sleeve it and see how it goes, right? We might have enough people to get around it, but we will just get the idea as to what we could do with this simple thing to make this look nice, which is just basically cut it and drape it around it. Alright? So let's get the scissors. Where did I put the scissors? When you're looking for one thing, you just end up finding the next. So I want to show you something, right? You see this here? So this is what you call like silhouette art. Silhouette art. Now, when I had the workshop, I used to have a lot of scrap material like this. This is 1/4 inch MDF. So what I used to do is take up all my scraps, because I really believe if you have a workshop, you should be able to turn all your scraps into something of value. So originally, this piece of wood might have been a little wider than this and about this length. Nothing that you could really do in a workshop with this, right? So what I used to do is set my saw, and I will just run all this material through until I get all of them this size. So we have this here, we have this here, as you can see, this is scrap wood. And Ria, good morning. And what I used to do is, Terrell Patrick, welcome to the live stream. First time I've seen you in here. The garden is doing good. Lots of rain, right? So I need to go up and do some harvesting, right? So what I will now do is I will sand these down. I'll spray paint them, right, with white. Give it a next sanding again and paint it white. And I used to put these things up for sale, right? I'm not talking about this paint. I'm talking about the piece of wood. So now, instead of going to buy a piece of canvas, which is pretty expensive, I had bring the price down by about 50%. So I will turn all my scraps into something like this, right? I have done so many of these, I lost count, right? All sorts of different sizes. So, of course, like in art myself, I decided, hey, I want to try my hand. Now, back then, my hand wasn't so steady with the paintbrush. So, this is what I want to explain to all you. What I did is I basically just created a sunset in the background here, right? This is actually not a painting. This is not a painting, guys. And this is what you can do if you want. You're going to buy yourself a black piece of Bristol board of high quality. And if you could draw, of course, I had to draw this, right? I drew this onto the paper and then I used an X-Acto knife. And what you see in here is something that I cut out, right? So I draw this and I cut it out and I apply glue and I use wood glue, right? I apply glue and I stuck it on, right? So this is one of them here. All this grass that you see in here, all of this is the black paper, right? And of course, once you have one of these cut out, then you have yourself a stencil, right? So you take your time and you draw it, or you get somebody who could draw it for you, you cut it out, and now you have a stencil. So this is one of them, and this is one that I love in particular. I made these especially for Daddy because Daddy like westerns and things. So on top of that hill there is a cross, and that is Doom's Hill. That is Doom's Hill. So this guy here, he is a character that I got from on Google. Maria Tinto, good morning. Ria Ramnat, good morning. So it's Maria and Ria in the house. Francis. Yeah. So this guy looks as though he have intentions of putting somebody up there. He going to unalive somebody. Right? Is that me? Oh, Tara want to know if this me with the Sarah hat. The fella look, he have a grim look, eh? And it's so simple that just, some simple lines, but you could be pick so much from this, like this man here. Ah, nah, this is not a man that I will want to mess with. When he passed me, hey, I looking so, oh, all right, amigo. Marlene, good morning. This guy here, when I look at him, tell me what do you feel when you watch this particular guy here, the guy with this blazing sunset? So Mary Tinto saying good morning to everybody. Yeah, wow. Ria, what do you think when you look at this guy here? What you think about him in terms of what's the vibes, what's the vibration you get? Omar, good morning. Yeah, cowboy, but what is he feeling? Like he looking like he angry. He looking like he's sad. What do you feel? Maureen, girl, them pumpkin, like they ain't want to start ripe yet. All right. Yeah, deep in thought, eh? Deep in thought. But he's a fella look as though he have yeah, he thinking, he contemplating, but he not lost in his thoughts, right? You can see he's well grounded, right? He's well grounded, his feet planted properly. Yeah, looking into the sunset. Yeah, looking into the sunset, thinking, but he in control. He is in control of himself. If he was like this, or your head being down, you know. So the reason why I'm telling all of these things is because sometimes we dismiss the little signs. Yeah, he looked confident, cool, ready to draw his guns. Right, Francis? Confident, brave. Yeah, nothing in shaking this character. Nothing in shaking it. And the reason why I asked earlier, Soraya from Toko, how you going? Yeah, the reason why I telling all of these things, it have key signs, key signs that you could learn. And not every time you notice that something wrong with somebody, you'll ask them a question. Maybe all you could do is just continue observing. Continue observing. You see somebody like me, for example, if I really think I deep in thought. I deep in thought. Or when you see me, you know, when you see a man's a scratchy head. Alright. So let me see something here. Right? Let me see how good all is on this. Let me hear all you. Let me see how good. Now, I know the feelings that I want to project all you, right? I know the feelings I want to project all you. And I ain't scratching it because it's dandruff or lice I have. Thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking, but nah. I scratched my head. Is a word beginning with F. Is a word beginning with F. You're frustrated. You're flustered. You're frustrated. You're flustered. Right? Thinking is more like. But thinking in a cool, calm way. Cool, calm way. Where you're more observant. You're observing your thoughts. You see this flabbergasted, fed up, and oh gosh, I don't know. Guys, you know how many wrong decisions you could make at that point in time? You could make horrible decisions at that point in time. You could end up saying the worst kind of thing. And do not empower people. When you start to scratch your head so, and I can tell all them because I passed through plenty of that in all aspects of my life, on the workplace, in the home, on the streets. I passed through plenty of that. And that is a weak position to be in. Because that is exactly what the provokers, that is where they want you. They want to create noise and confusion inside of your head. And hoping that they're going to get ammunition. And what is the ammunition? The ammunition is for you to say the wrong things or lead to terrible actions. You are being baited. You are being baited, and you should not allow anybody to have that kind of power of manipulation over your mind. You have to learn to be cool. You have to learn to be calm. You have to begin to develop a poker face where people do not know where they're at with this attack that they launch on you. That is why they say silence is golden, and it truly is. Silence speaks the loudest. Imagine that. Silence speaks the loudest. People are terrified to know that they launching an attack, an attack on a person, and they're not getting a response. Do you know how foolish it feels for somebody to be arguing with you and you just either keep quiet or just simply walk away? You know how disrespected that person feels, and they are quite deserving of that, because nobody has the right to come and try to infiltrate your peace of mind. The best way to fight is not to fight. It's not to fight. As I believe it was Mark Twain. As Mark Twain said, do not stoop down to people's level, because they're going to beat you with experience. Let them come up to your level. You don't go back down there. You have passed that a long time ago. You are a different person now. And that is what baffles a lot of people. If you have been a particular person all your life, being underappreciated, being abused, being not able to say no, have no boundaries, whatever, and you end up reaching a place where you begin to fix your boundaries, you know what they say? Listen to these 3 words. I'm saying he going on 3 S's, right? Well, I am going to give all you 3 S's of a different essence. Right? And it's so beautiful. And if you want to make a change today, this is how you go about it. You strike, you secure, and you stand back. Strike, secure, stand back. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for your rights, secure your boundaries, and stand back. Let me tell you something. That's okay if you see your huge circle, people that have to drop like matrix numbers, and your circle end up small like that. Small like that. You could never go wrong with one good partner, one good friend. Right? And remember, we all have the greatest thing on our side, which is God. If you don't like to say no, then you could say yes. And still maintain your peace. You don't want to tell somebody no. And if you don't like to use the word no, it's okay. But tell yourself, yes. Yes, I will love to come. But I already have plans. Because no leads to explanation. From the time people hear no, they expect an explanation. Melissa, good morning. And many times in the past, I found myself in many, many situations, not being able to say that word no made me do things that I did not want to do. Imtaz Khan, good morning. She said, Imtaz me getting, you see, you and Miss Maureen, all you put to work. Yeah. Nice man. Yeah. Being able to say no, we did a big topic on this already. But if you don't want to say no, say yes. But to yourself and your own peace of mind. Yes, I would have loved to come. I have plans though. Oh, I have something important to do that day. And it is nobody's business to ask you what is the important thing that you have to do. And be careful also of just casually saying, yes, I will come. And you know fully well that you don't have any intentions of going. And I will tell you why. You know, every event, this takes some planning. Hey, how much people are going to be at this event? Well, let me find out. Let me do our parlor guest list. Let me send out our invitation. Let me find out who coming. Let me find out who ain't coming. Right? So when you say yes, you are catered for. And that is not a nice thing to do, people. So if you're really and truly not too certain whether you could do something or not, you really tell people, if it is you have intentions that you're leaning towards going, listen, when I could let you know. When I could let you know for sure. Hey, by Thursday, we want to know because Friday, we want to go up and buy weed duck hunting. Saturday, we have everything in place. Alright, now we'll call it Tuesday. And Tuesday, come and you see whether or not you're coming. So you have to be fair to people too. You can't set up people. Right? So, me, if somebody extend an invitation to me, if I say yes, I'm coming. If I say, hey, I already have plans. Yeah. And let me tell you something, eh? When you hear you're overextending yourself, whether it's on your job, whether it's in the home, whether it's amongst your friends circle, that kind of thing, after a while, people start to expect. You no longer appreciate it. It's almost as though he had to do that. It's an expectation now. And you see that? Plenty people just end up in a situation like that in life, where they end up overextending themselves until it's almost like a duty. Every time all you have a line, hey, that demand chicken man, come. And automatically you become the man to chop up the chicken. Right through. So whether you feeling to chop up chicken or not, Deborah Ward, good morning, you can stick with that. And you know, because of that kind of mentality, that is where people start to say, boy, I really feeling to go to that tabai. Every time I go there, I gotta chop up one set of chicken right through. And you're watching here now. When you're here, you're not in a good state of mind. You'll start to see your wall. Missy, chop up the chicken. Yeah. When you're here, you're not in a good state of mind. You'll start to see everything, you know. Look at that boy, I chopping up chicken here. Them five big hardback man, them always just stand by the cooler, they drinking, smoking, talking. Watch that one day. Only playing they busy. you just start to lose your joy. You just start to lose your joy. And when you really think about it, is you create that situation, you know. Is you who always boasting that you could cook the best curry duck. And hey, once that duck I cooking. And after it develop into a habit, hey boy, like it's every time. Days after a couple of years, every time so nobody else can cook the duck now. I always had to be the one turning up pot of duck and smoke burning my eye and all kind of thing. Everybody smelling nice and perfume and I smelling a hickory smoke. Be careful. Be careful because who it is creating that pattern is you. Is you. Value yourself. Value yourself. Because the minute you stop valuing yourself, you're lost. You're lost. And Mark, good morning. I will tell you something. You really need to be around people that could give you back some energy. If you go in, and here now, it's very easy to identify when you're losing your energy, you know. It's real easy. And if all you feel this is a joke, this is not no joke, you know. We are like a battery. We are like a battery. And certain situations, just like certain apps in your phone, this burn down your battery faster. Right? Well, let me tell you something. It have situations, right? Yeah. Sandra, you cracked up there. It have certain situations that drain you, and you just literally feel drained. You know how you just know when you're getting drained? Let me show you when. Gosh, boy. Why I come here, boy? Gosh. This man start up this talk again, boy. This is the thoughts that are going on in your head. This is an indication to you. This is a signal to you to get out. Get out. Why are you staying in an environment, especially if you have a choice? Listen, long time, and people is making the mistake, yeah? Say, boy, look, let me take you out and let me go and take a drink. Well, that's real trouble. Because while you go to take that drink now, right? You pull aside from the man who really rubbing you the wrong way, draining your energy. You pull one side so when you start to take your little drink. And you say, boy, look, I can hold my little corner here. And you look for the next group of fellas to talk to. Right? You look for the next group of fellas to talk to. And slowly, because rum inside of everybody head and everybody head nice. He chippy away in. And as soon as he come, he just butt into the conversation. And it is some real kind of out of time and talk. It is some kind of real out of time and talk. What will not happen there, guys? What really going to happen there? And that is why drinking alcohol should not be done with people that you have issues with. People let's be talking about, and I am in no way trying to defend alcohol here. I am here to get to the bottom of the problem. The problem is not the alcohol. The problem is what the alcohol suppressing. That's the real issue. And the real issue is that, boy, you have done me some things, and I really try my best to stay away from you. Please, leave me alone. And you go and you taking your drink here. But he have an ego. He have an ego. And he come and he find you now. And they say alcohol does raise the truth. And it really is the truth. It really is the truth. Because I trying all how to bury you, and it can work vice versa, guys. A man could be trying to avoid me, and I antagonizing him. So this thing goes both ways, right? Somebody could be the aggressor, and right, good. The issue is that I think, I know it is not safe, regardless of what kind of drugs you're using. Whether it's alcohol, whether it's weed, whether it's cocaine, whatever, at least be careful of the company. Be amongst people that you know you're safe with. That you're safe with. A true friend. A true friend, one who is confidential, one who is not about judgment. They like being in your company. They don't intrude. You don't intrude. Mutual respect. That is who to be with. Whether it have alcohol or not. Whether it have alcohol or not. The problem is, guys, you need to cut off. You need to cut off all that disturbs. If it cannot be worked out. If it cannot be worked out. If there is room for communication, that's a different story. That's a different story. And don't only want to communicate under influences. I'm talking about real communication. Right? But there are just some instances, guys, where there is no talking. There is no talking. There is a mental wall. Sometimes it could be that it have a mediator in the middle. Hey, well, you try to trash this out now. I don't want to talk. Hey, what about you? I don't want to talk either. Dead end. Dead end. And that's exactly what it should be. It's a dead end. And you are dead to me, and I am dead to you. Because we cannot work this out. We cannot work this out. Yes, and you do what Michael said there. You start to surround yourself with positive people. Positive vibrations. Guys, it just comes a time when something cannot work out. And we have to be real about that. We have to be real. We have to be real. But if you decide that you want to communicate, I will always say, a mediator is a very important person. Very important. Hopefully it will have like an elder in your family, or it might have even a young, profound person. A good listener. What we need here is a good listener. And somebody who knows how to keep the vibration constant. Constant. Yeah? A lot of things could be worked out once you're willing. And you have to want. You have to want. You can't want a relationship and the other person does not want the relationship and you're hoping for something to work out. There is nothing to work out. there is nothing to work out. That's as good as saying you want to abduct somebody and live with them. Carry them in some remote location and hey, you had to live here with me. That's that's how absurd it is. If somebody does not want a relationship, there is nothing to work out, guys. So do not find yourself living in a dream or a bubble and thinking that you're going to pray and ask God, God, please work this out for me. God, please work this out for me. God, please work this out for me. God, please work. And you're like that for the next 20 years. You're like a record that stick. God must be so fed up, eh? God must be so fed up. Pick up yourself and move on. Pick up yourself and move on. That's why people just treat us like that. But I'm not amongst that group again. Nobody can treat me like that again. Nobody cannot treat me bad now. Because I love myself. And I value myself. And I take a real good look at myself. And I say, you know something, Sana? You ain't all that bad. You ain't all that bad. And now, I appreciate myself. And I also appreciate everybody. Because everybody is on a journey. We just in different phases. And sometimes you think you are ahead of somebody in a phase, but they already past that phase that you will know, but you them now going through a phase that you went through 20 years ago. So nobody's ahead of anybody. No man is better than the other. No man. And why you think we always in a state of conflict? Right? We are always in a state of conflict because all the little negative things around us, if we look inside of ourselves, we have it. We have it. Some might be a lower percentage than others. Everybody here, nobody ever tell a little lie. Nobody never tell a one teeny little lie. These are hard questions to start to ask yourself. That what a person doing there? Have I ever done that before? I put myself through that drill already. And all the qualities that I see in people that I don't like, I have them in me too. And that's why we get so upset. Because it is a constant reminder. And let me tell you something. The more negativity, the more qualities you have inside of you that are not nice, every day you're going to go outside there and you're going to see those things reflecting, because sow it in, sow it out. And if I am still lying, doing this, doing that thing, but I'm undercover, when I go outside there, other people going to see that vibration on me, and they're going to get upset because I remind them of them, and they now end up showing me a bad reaction because, boy, I don't like to be around people like you. And I watch them and I say, I don't like to be around people like you. And that is how the cycle goes, guys. That is why we are in a state of constant conflict. Because we are surrounded by reminders of who we really are. But start to manifest now. Start to manifest. And say, you know something, boy? All this behavior that surrounds me, It's just really a reminder of me. And I really can't point a finger at anybody here because I have all them sins in me too. You know something? Let me really try, boy. Let me really, really try. And you start to say, God, help me. Bring on the best in me. Help me to be kind. Help me to be good. Help me to love when it's hard to love. Help me to be gentle. And you put yourself in good frame of mind. And you say, Lord, thank you for everything. Lord, I am thankful. I am thankful. And you start to smile. You know something? Now you've reflected. You're giving people something to make them smile. Because you're in a good frame of mind. And you don't remind them of anything terrible about yourself. And you walk outside in the neighborhood or wherever. You don't even have to say good morning. Just have a pleasant smile on your face. And see what they will reflect back into you. Because they have goodness in them also. They have goodness in them also. I talked to some real criminals already. And I didn't have no problem. I didn't have no problem. Because it was a cool scene. It was a cool scene. Hey fellas, morning blessings, man. All the way and everything cool. You know what? You're bringing out the good in people. You could bring out the bad in people, but you could bring out the good in people too. You could bring out the good in people. Why you think all you love to come on this chat? This chat is not about me. This chat is not about you. This chat is about everybody. This chat is about everybody. And everybody is be in a Lasana Baptiste. And it'll be mother write something. Hey! Nice Videsh, I send it. Only listen, you have to go on Facebook and give him a thumbs up, right? A vote. He got up for a competition, right? So I'll put it back on my status again today, finish. So only just click on that and just head into Facebook and give him a thumbs up, leave a comment, share it on your Facebook, on your status, right? We want it to win, eh? We want it to win, finish. That's why everybody comes in here. Because this is a reminder to us that we have goodness in we. We all have goodness in us. Thanks, Francis. We all have goodness in us. This is so simple yet so hard to do. So simple but yet so hard to do. And it works. And it works. And this is what all religions have been trying to do. To show you that, hey, you become at peace. It's all inside of here, guys. It's all inside of here. When you're at peace, you could be lying down in a dream. And it don't matter to you. Because you have the comfort, Lord. Whatever reason why I in this dream here today, I know you love me. And I love you. You ever hear when you was young and you love a girl, you're making all kind of promise. Girl, I could swim the widest seas for you. swim the deepest oceans, climb the tallest mountain. I will go through the pits of hell for you. And I that woman. And you see, my God is a great God. And I end up in drain already, by the way. I end up in drain already. I lie down in a drain already. In a state. I'm not telling all you. I'm not making up nothing here. I don't have nothing to benefit from that. Why would I benefit if I tell all I was lying down in a drain already? I lie down in a drain. It didn't have no water in it. It was just dry, a box drain. And I lie down and I say, Lord, whatever reason, I take myself and I lie down in this drain here. God, this is how I feel in here right now. I feeling low. And I just lie down. I just watching these stars and I say, Lord, I know you will get me through this, boy. Whatever it is I'm going through here, whether there's spirit lash or obia or drugs or whatever, Lord, I know one thing, you will deliver me from this. And he has delivered me, amen. He has delivered me. He has delivered me. And I was quite correct. All of life's experiences is to better us. But you could either use something for good, something for bad, or nothing at all. There are three options. This world is always good or bad. That's the first thing you have to tell yourself. Good or bad? Is something good or is something bad? Or I just don't think at all. Which is the worst thing you could do. Because you ain't learning. You come like the man who buried the talent. And God come back and you pull up the talent and say, well, hey, I know that you are God that thing. Look, I bury your talent here. Look, I gain you back your talent. No interest, no losses. Just as you get I gain it back. And to tell you the truth, our life has been given to us by God, by the Creator, by the Divine, by Allah, whoever He is to your understanding. To me, is the all. Because God is all. God is everything. The good side of it. Not the corrupt. The good side. The good side of you is godly. The good side of me is godly. The good side of society is godly. The good saints in the church is godly. The good brothers and sisters in the temple is godly. And so we go. There is a little bit of God in everything. Because even in the bad and the ugly, it have good. God is in everything. God is everywhere. Omnipresent, as they say. And that's all I'm interested in. I'm not interested in the bad side of you. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to know how much people you rob or how much boyfriends or girlfriends you had. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know that. I don't need, if it is I'm a friend with somebody and another person come to tell me, hey, experience, I don't need to know that. That's where I reach in life now. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to gossip. Because from long time, I know the reason for gossip is to prevent you from doing the hardest thing in your own life. Why you don't start gossiping about yourself? Why you don't start to tell people the truth about you? What about if you do that? Tell me about you. Tell me about how much you thief. Tell me about how many people you deceive. How many people you lie to. How many times you do something like filthy lucre. Tell me how jealous you really are. Tell me that you never was envious of anything. You sit down and want to talk that with me about yourself, we gonna talk. How many times you hurt people? All them things I see there, I know. I pass through them things already. But the shadow, you're welcome, Vinesh. Your shadow, not even you just want to confront it. And it's only when you get the courage, to really want to better yourself and to get closer to the Creator. That's when things start to happen. I win. Vinesh, you win? Yeah. So, yep. We all want to be in a good place. We all want to be in a good place. I know that. Let me tell you something. Even people who doing certain little things, right? You see Leslie? Look, Sana and all take my grandmother dinner mints. But you know, the reason why we just don't want to tell people these things is because people say, well, boy, if when he was small, he used to thief, that mean he is still thief. But you don't have to worry about what people say about you. Because you know why? Them do it too. Something. Everybody here in this chat thief already. Everybody, hear what I tell it all here. Everybody in this chat here thief something in their life. Right? Dolly, careful. Hey, you let me take a little break here. But I'm enjoying this talk. That ain't real talk here. Real talk here this morning for you. What? Wait, Dolly? You got somebody snitch on you, you know? Oh, God, it crack me up, yes? Yes. Everybody passed through something already. Everybody passed through something. But you see, these are the things that you don't hear outside here. Right? Plenty people hear about things like shadow work and this kind of thing, right? But plenty people ain't really know how to go about that thing. How to go about This shadow work that Carl Young talking about. What is this shadow work about, boy? Right? Now, what careful not to get locked up with them. Because Carl Young won against that too. Eh? Yes, no, but you know, and maybe you're feeling good. Maybe you're feeling good to really be able to come outside here today, right? But that's not saying anything that could incriminate you. But you're feeling good to be able to, hey, boy, you know something, boy? I really thief already, you know, boy. It's true, you know, boy. And I lie already, boy. I lie on my sister or I lie on my brother, right? It's only when you start to acknowledge these things that you gonna realize that you go stop taking on people. You go stop taking on people, right? This is real talk here. You know how much I will live and feel better today? Right? I like to be my true, authentic self. I can't go wrong with that. I can't go wrong with that. Once I do disrespect nobody or anything like that, I live in my best life. I live in my best life. Look at Tim Cheryl teeth, milk and sugar and Milo. Yes, you see what I mean? So simple like that. Your mother say, hey, if I catch your tail in that condensed milk tin again, is licks, eh? Everybody thief something. Everybody thief something. Everybody tell a lie. Everybody had a little kind of thought. So when you hear you walk in a room and you wondering, boy, why every time I see that man so boy, I just eat up myself so boy. Look into your subconscious. Look into your subconscious because everything is reflecting back to you. Everything is reflecting back. And to stop these negative reflections is to promote goodness inside of you. No more time for evil thoughts. Forget about what people do. Not forget. Right? But you don't have to dwell on them things. That's wasting your time. Francis, your head shot the condensed milk, you. Francis, you're taking a headshot. But watch that. You know you have much time, eh? So it had two holes in the condensed milk tin. You get your spoon and the rest of the counter and you're blowing that next hole. Eh? you want to full up that spoon before mommy come. I hear that. You ain't wiping up the counter, you know. You lick it and then you take your hand so and you wipe it. Oh gosh. And you can laugh about it. You can laugh about it. All are we. Watch me. If we look into we past, all of we might have bullied somebody already. Why do you think we don't like it? Because we bully people and we get bullied. So we know how it is feel on both sides of the spectrum. And the more you do this, is the more empathetic you could become. But be careful of empathy. Do not let empathy lead to sympathy. Because you could end up in a very vulnerable position when you empathize to the point so much where you become emotionally attached and you begin to sympathize. And now that negativity, you're sharing that negativity. I can listen to your problems, but I can't become involved emotionally in it. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, boy, the game of life. The game of life. I slice that kiss bread and condensed milk. Yeah, boy. Ah, today I'm making cassava. I'm making boiled cassava and whatever it is, a curry stew in it. The sapadilla is small but it's sweet. That's something good, Francis. Fish broth. I don't know what the weather like up there, but it's raining down here. Alright, so here we're going on. I think we had a nice little time here. Yeah, I see we have 56. You're cooking some saltfish, Katrina, good food. So, here we're going on. I had to make a little video today. I ain't put out a video for a long time. So, I'm going to do that cassava and that curry stew and put together a nice video for you. So, I hope everybody is in good spirits. Remember, today is going to be a good day. Fill yourself with godlike thoughts, and you will start to see God's miraculous hands manifest in your lives. Right? So, everybody, have on yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm going to be enjoying my day, right? My little incense holder, looking good there, right? It doing the job. If all you look, all you will see the ashes falling right where I want them to fall. So, boy, this all your boy, are gone later. Weatherman, look some black cake for you. Hey.